Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. And today, we're going to be taking a look back at the Ochakov. Now, my thoughts from the first video I made from the review have changed over time. Let me just say that the Ochakov is probably one of the best, if not the best cruisers in the game. It's very good, and I just wasn't playing it correctly, so my thoughts on it back then were pretty bad. But now I really enjoy this ship. So I hope you guys did enjoy that one clip at the beginning. That was my friend ramming somebody in a carrier. We all know it, we all love it, and yeah, it is quite funny. But anyway, here we are. We're going to be on Sleeping Giant, I believe. Or not on Sleeping Giant. Oh, I forgot the name of this map. It was just at the beginning. I don't know. It's one of these maps. And anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be sailing around HE spamming. There's not much to talk about throughout this video. It's just kind of the same old HE, you know, just slinging everything at people. And that's all we're going to do. We're not going to do much this video. But we're just going to, but the one thing we're going to do is get a lot of damage. Probably the highest amount of damage almost I've ever had. Keep in mind, my highest was about 140,000, 150,000, so you guys can only guess how much damage I'm about to get in this video, but it's gonna be nice. Keep in mind, we are gonna we may or may not lose this match, so yeah, all my damage might not be for much because we're just gonna lose. So anyway, we are spotted currently by a DD, I believe, because who else would it be? So we pop our radar, and there he is. It's Demas, and we're going to take some shots over there. And our team is also going to take some shots at him, hoping to hit him and do some things to him. Hopefully get him off the board is our main goal, of course. But we're just going to keep on slinging that HE, and that's all we're going to do this game. We are going to get a few Citadels in here on some of the ships, but overall we're just going to be mostly using HE, getting fires, doing all that stuff. We already have a fire, so that's nice. But yeah. So, unfortunately, the dude goes off the radar. He's unspotted. I hope our Cleveland puts his radar up as well. But I don't think he has any inclination of what's going on, and he just doesn't care. So maybe he doesn't have radar. Maybe he swapped it, which I doubt he did. But who knows? But anyway, we're just gonna keep sailing around, and there he is. I think he did use his radar finally. And now we're going to get some shots in. My aim was horrendous. Keep in mind, this was the first match I played all day. So I just woke up at this point, and I wasn't the best. My aim wasn't on par, but yeah, it was something. But this match definitely did wake me up, for sure. And yeah, it was pretty amazing, this match. But you guys, I hope you all are going to enjoy. So I think you guys will. But it's a fun match, and yeah, so we're just gonna keep. Notice one of the battleships pops up, and we're gonna keep on slinging out the HE and all that stuff, and that's just what we're gonna do. Notice all the torpedoes coming in, and torpedo beats moment. Hello. Yep, we just go right through the needle. Those looked really good. Those could have actually hit us. But unfortunately for us, they missed. So yeah. But we're going to keep on slinging that HE over at that Moggy and hoping to get some fires. And yeah, that's just what we're going to do all game. That's just how it is. But yeah. Hold on, I'm responding to somebody, one of my clanmates. So, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of typing and looking at my my screen at the same time. But yeah. Notice that we're just going to keep on we're going to keep up the HE spam. We're not at a whole lot of damage, but, you know, you got to start somewhere, and you got to start, you know, getting used to how these people are and how they're playing and how they're, you know, doing all this stuff. But yeah, so, there we go, finally sent the message. But, yeah, we're just going to keep on roaming around and, doing what we got to do, and we're going to keep on throwing HE at these guys. Notice that they're all huddled up together, and, we're just going to keep on sending it out there. We've already doubled our damage. We're at 23,000 now. And, yeah. So, there's another fire right there, as you guys could see. I think that's our... Is that our third or fourth fire? I think it's our third fire. So, Yep, just gonna keep up the HE spam and keep up all that stuff, and we're gonna actually get this base captured as well. Also, notice that we're not sitting in the back of the map like most people. We're actually moving up, doing what we have to do, and getting ultimately capping these bases. We're not following the stereotype that most people think about the Russian ships is we sit in the back of the map and you know, watch the world burn from a front row seat. No, we actually get up there and do some things, and you guys will see that very soon. But yeah, like I said, these videos of me just roaming around HE spamming, there's not much to commentate about. There's not much we can do. We are taking shots from some of the people, and we're gonna mostly avoid them, but we're gonna take a couple hits, but not a whole lot of damage to be done for them. But yeah, like I said, it's just the same old, same old. Like, there's just not much to commentate here. It's just HE. I'm not doing anything really. So yeah, bear that in mind. That's why the commentary might be a bit stale. It might not be, you know, all that crazy. But when that torpedo beach moment happened, that was something to talk about, like stuff like that. But for me as a YouTuber and someone that has to go over, you know, it can be rough sometimes to commentate these kind of videos because of just it's the same old thing. You're not doing anything different really. But we are going around the island, and we are trying to get some shots. They're just not holding down this flank very well. This is what I call the black hole effect, when all the ships in the enemy team are huddled up, and where you can just keep going. You can kind of move all the way around them, do whatever you want really, and keep getting fires and do all that stuff. But yeah, our damage has doubled, by the way, from 20 to 40, so we're just going to keep it all coming, dude. We're just going to keep up the spam. That's just how it is. They can't do much about it unless they hit me, but I'm not going to let that happen. Yeah, so Siegfried out here, he's probably the biggest cruiser in the game, so we're just going to keep shooting at him because, you know, he's basically a battleship, if you want to think of it that way. And we're going to back up, and then we're going to go forward again. Call it the Duck War mode, or the Duck War strategy, where you go backwards, forwards. That, if you guys remember Duck Wars or whatever it was called, Duck Battles, or I don't know, but it was basically where you your ship would stop on a dime and it would go forward like from 0 to fucking 100 real fast, and it was just insane. I just swore there. I'm sorry, but it was pretty nuts. Even in what is it called? The oh, what was it? That one game mode where you could actually it was the same kind of thing. Rust and Rumble. That's what it was called. You could also do the same strategy in that as well. Go forward, go backwards, go forwards. It was just nuts for the enemy. They couldn't do much about it. They couldn't aim very well. And if they aimed, they would all miss because you stopped on a dime. And it was just annoying. It was very annoying. But yeah. So we're just going to keep sailing around and just keeping up the spam. I mean, there's, like I said, not much to talk about. We're trying to get some shots over the island for that Iowa. And for the Azuma as well in a minute. Because the Iowa's we're not going to be able to shoot it. But we do get a fire in the Iowa. That's what we wanted, a permafire. So then we're going to switch our fire over to the Azuma, and hopefully burn him down now. And look what he just did. He went broadside to some of our battleships, and look what happened. He got freaking deleted. But look at our team. We've lost 5 ships to their 2. This is looking like a loss. Like I've said earlier in the beginning of the video, that this probably wasn't going to be, like I said, it wasn't going to be a win for us. Unfortunately, but that's just how it is. Our team is trying their best. We're trying our best to pull it back. We're doing what we can, but there's just not much we can do. And I noticed that we've completely pushed up. We've overthrown this flank completely, but the enemy have overthrown the other flank, and it's just, yeah, it's pretty nuts indeed. But yeah. So we're at 72,000 or 74 now, and we're just keeping that damage coming. Getting all those fires, getting that passive damage, all that stuff, and it's very, very frustrating for these poor enemies here. And the Kutuzov, being smart, does go forwards, because if he didn't, we get a Confederate there. Holy crap. Awesome. But yeah, and then the DD pops up, and knowing me, I miss, so then I switch to my bat guns and get all of them out there, and yeah, we get him. There he goes. First kill of the game. Oh my gosh. Do all that damage and finally we get the kill. Lucky for us. But the Iowa's about to come around the corner. And the one mistake I made in this match is I decided to rush. But I'm not going to spoil it too much. But yeah, there are a few mistakes I did make, and it's quite unfortunate. There's some torpedoes from the German DDE, and they yeah, just so our damage is slowly but surely coming up to 100,000 damage. And it's still, we still have more damage to do even after the 100k mark. So keep that in mind. But we try our damnedest to do what we can do. We farm these guys. We do everything we can. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna blame it on my team. Like I've said, these type of cruisers, these support cruisers, they're not the type of cruiser that can solo win matches. They're not really, how do I put it? They're not clutch masters, really. They don't have firepower. I mean, they don't have the caliber guns to do a lot of damage. They're more support cruisers. They sit back, they farm damage while your teammates do most of the damage. And that's what this thing's all about. You gotta depend on your teammates, mostly, to do what they gotta do. We do get a Citadel. We do switch to AP and actually get a Citadel. Speaking of AP, the Ochakov's AP is absolutely nasty. It does so freaking much. Not now because he's angled, but the AP do not seize on it. I've Citadeled so many cruisers with it. The AP is absolutely bonkers. We do bounce an Iowa shell, I think, or something off the stern. But yeah, it was a fun match. And even if we do lose, which I think we are, y'all could see it coming. But maybe if I wouldn't have rushed like I'm doing now, we could have maybe won this match. But yeah, there's just, like I said, not much we could have done here. I was hoping to get my torps off, and I do get my torps off, but like I've said, it just doesn't matter. But yeah, maybe if I played a bit more smarter, we could have maybe pulled this off, but I don't know. Mistakes are mistakes, and you gotta learn from them. That's what you gotta try to do anyway. But yeah, we're now rushing the Iowa. Notice that we're getting our torpedoes off, and what I was thinking is the Iowa's going to turn in, or he's going to go forwards and avoid all of them, but unfortunately for him, he actually does manage to take 1 or 2. You guys will see that in a minute, but yeah, there's just not much he can do, you know? When your whole team dies, and it's only you and a DD left against a whole bunch of battleships, it's just not much you can do, especially in a cruiser. But like I said, we tried our best. Maybe if we would have dumped torpedoes over there as well. But yeah, notice there, you guys can see one looks like it's going to hit for sure. But we just get smacked by the Iowa. We get Citadel right through our nose. And we shouldn't have... I should have dumped my left torpedoes off earlier. But it just didn't happen. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, don't forget to punch the like button, subscribe, comment down below. And yeah, that's basically the end amount of damage. We've got nothing else to show. Yeah, it was a fun match, but yeah, anyway, see you guys later. Stay healthy. Peace out.